This is Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Sunrise Show. Craig Fronikin is your host. 17 minutes after the hour, about 65 degrees. Going to get to 95 today if the smoke doesn't mess up with all of that. And want to welcome in the CEO for Mercy Flights here in Jackson County, CEO Doug Stewart. And Doug, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Good morning. Thanks for the opportunity to come in and talk to the public about Mercy Flights.
Exactly right. And Mercy Flights, of course, a 501c3, started in 1949. And I teased everyone by who was the founder of Mercy Flights back then. And, of course, it's on your website, but none other than
George Milligan.
That's it. So, it started because Southern Oregon and the coastal areas were so rural, and there was no way to get anyone. I mean, with all of the mills and all the logging accidents, there was no way to get folks to where they needed to get to for care. And George had this great idea. And, of course, what's happened now is it's turned into a full-fledged 501c3 with membership benefits.
Yeah.
And you look at how costs have just skyrocketed. Now here's a chance to avoid that $15,000 bill. What's the bill, Doug, for fixed-wing aircraft from Medford to Portland?
Yeah, from Medford to Portland, it's, the cost of doing this kind of business is extremely expensive, and it's in our mission statement to try to keep the cost very reasonable, being a 501c3 in the community here. But, it's about $20,500 for a fixed-wing aircraft from Medford Airport to Portland. But you got all these for-profit companies that charge anywhere from $40,000 to $70,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. So you got the $20,000, but that includes pilot, co-pilot, and technician, or RN, correct?
Yeah, it's correct. Mercy Flights is actually the only air ambulance program that flies with two pilots. And we have an RN and a paramedic aboard as well.
Well, but I'm just shocked that, a price to the public. If I was to walk in and have an emergency in my family, say, hey, I want to hire you right now, what is it, $20,500?
Yeah, that's the standard
cash
rate.
On the barrel.
Right.
But for a private firm that wouldn't have the status that Mercy Flights has and the nonprofit, it would be $50,000 to $70,000.
Yep, absolutely. I got bills to show you.
Wow. And so why the difference?
Well, they have for-profit intentions. They have to answer to shareholders, and they have to. Why they charge that much is it's cost shifting. So, private insurance tend to pay that rate, and so they have to make a certain amount of money per transport, and that's why they charge those kind of rates.
Well, personnel, that's a huge cost for you. And from what I'm seeing, you mentioned 105 employed at Mercy Flights, and that includes EMT and paramedics, correct? And flight directors and all that.
Yeah, we have the whole gamut there at Mercy Flights. We have EMTs, paramedics, flight RNs. We have communication specialists. We do our own billing, serve the community that way. We do our own mechanics for our ground ambulances and, of course, our aircraft as well. And
you've got this fairly new facility. It's been, what, a year, two?
Yeah, we're just about hitting 3 years here this fall. We've been in it, yeah.
That was a beautiful facility. You were able to take me on a tour a few weeks back, and just beautiful with the motor pool and the repairs. You've got the wash station. You've got the dispatch center that you tie in with 911, statewide, and then you've got an area for the EMTs and paramedics to come in, and it's all secured. It's a fabulous facility.
Yeah, we feel incredibly fortunate to the state of Oregon. Mercy Flights got a Connect Oregon 3 grant back in 2011. It was a $4.7 million grant, and we had to pay 20% of that. And we were able to build this fabulous facility. SMB James built it for us, and it's just, we still can't believe we have it, and it's a community asset.
Well, it is. And to think that there hadn't really been any upgrades until then. I mean, with the hangar,
Yeah.
right? The helicopter
Yeah.
it was there. I mean, at some point things were outside.
Yeah, it was a wonderful facility when they bought it, when they first built it. These hangars were built in like 1949, 1950 by actually one of our board members, the Burrell family.
Wow.
And did a wonderful job, big timbers, but at some point, you know, they had to be replaced. They were getting old. It was hard to open the doors and that kind of thing. So we were very fortunate to obtain that grant.
Yeah. We're talking with CEO Doug Stewart of Mercy Flights, and you can go to their website, mercyflights.com. I want to continue talking about with memberships, because this is really something, Doug. You can become a member, $80 a year for a family, and then that is also a tax deductible off your taxes.
That's correct. If we're a 50c3 organization, so if you don't use your membership that year, you can write it off on your taxes. Exactly. Mercy Flights actually had the first air ambulance membership program in the United States. It was started back in 1950.
Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've never had to use it. I've had friends and people I've known that have used it, always been thrilled to have it. And this is one of these gems in the Rogue Valley that we don't realize how fortunate we are to have this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is something that can really protect your family if you do need medical transport. And it includes the ground ambulance, because Mercy Flights has the ambulance service area for the majority of Jackson County, 2,000 square miles. And it includes our fixed-wing aircraft, and it includes our helicopter as well. It is really important, I think, for everybody to get a membership. And we offer, it's there. You can go to the website, and it's real easy to fill out the form and get it.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We've got more coming up on the program, and I want to talk about this membership and, you know, what it takes for a regular, I mean, just run-of-the-mill, I don't want to say run-of-the-mill, that would be bad, an ambulance ride. If you're at home and you have an emergency, you need to go, because auto insurance covers it if you're in an auto accident out on the highway, but if you're at home, this ambulance ride is a big deal. And I want to talk about that when we come back. We've got CEO from Mercy Flights, Doug Stewart, in the studio. We'll take your calls as well, 541-772-8255. When we come back, quick break. Stay tuned. The Bloomberg Market Minute is up next. It's going to be about 95 degrees today. Hope you're ready for that. And air quality is not so great. Back after this.
Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. You've made it to the Sunrise Show here on KCMX News Radio 880. Glad you're with us this morning. I want to reintroduce our CEO for Mercy Flights, Doug Stewart. And he's turning out his first year, has grown up and come all the way through the ranks. A paramedic there at Mercy Flights in the last 20 years. And Doug, we were talking about Mercy Flights and the benefits of memberships. And this is amazing to me. A family membership for a year is $80. And they've got discounts for seniors, both single and family members. And then a single regular price is $70. But and lifetime, if they want to do that, $1,500, you're done. That would be cool.
Right. And there's also, we have a lot of groups, you know, we have we offer group rates like the Rogue Valley Manor. It could be a homeowners association. It could be businesses. There's a lot of businesses that for their employees, they offer that as a benefit. We have all kinds of group rates.
And that is a great point, because if you wanted your business to sign up, that's where you get a hold of membership specialist Deb Holden over at the office.
Yeah, she's great.
Okay. Here's a phone number for Deb Holden. She's the membership specialist over at Mercy Flights, 541-858-2622. We'll post that on our Facebook page, 858-2622. The regular line, 858-2600, mercyflights.com. And you know, Doug, getting signed up as a group, that sounds like a total win-win for any business that whether they, depending on what kind of coverage they have.
Yeah.
This is just that additional piece. I mean, air ambulance, that's huge.
Yeah, and it drops the rate from, the rates go down, obviously, from, it's 80 for just a single family, but the group rates, they can get all the way down to like $55 per year per person in that group. So,
wow, yeah. So, and it's all negotiated, so it's just a matter of the group and who's in it. And
it matters how many that are in the group. It determines the rate.
It's interesting. I was reading about Mercy Flights, and here's another thing, that if you are out, of the area, of the immediate area, and an ambulance service, if you're signed up as a member with Mercy Flights and an ambulance service is responding to you, if they have an agreement with Mercy Flights, your membership covers with them as well.
Yeah, that's correct. We have reciprocity agreements with Ashland Fire and Rescue, with Rogue River Fire, with the AMR in Josephine County, and actually Glendale Fire and Rescue as well.
So any of the general areas, and that just widens the net for if there was anything that to happen. God forbid, but you never can be too sure. It's fascinating to me that the level of service, you're still, is it one of the only ones for membership in the country?
No, there's a lot of different air ambulances now that offer membership. But like I say, we're the one that kicked it off, and it's just so, I can't emphasize how important the membership is, and Mercy Flights just comprehensively being here as a nonprofit for this community. I mean, we are definitely here to serve this community. I mean, it's a homegrown thing, and like you mentioned earlier, Craig, about the cost of healthcare going up and that kind of thing. I think Mercy Flights is becoming even more of a critical, essential component to our community, that we remain here for the community.
It's amazing when you think about what would our community be like if we didn't have this, and it would be a for-hire type operation.
Yeah, absolutely. If Mercy Flights isn't here, you're going to get a for-profit company in here, and you're going to be paying those expensive rates that we talked about. So let's hope that never happens for any of us, because we all have friends and families and people we love here. So.
Exactly. Well, it's a great tradition since 1949, and hats off to founder George Milligan and his vision of that. And I've seen nothing but excellence in the world of emergency care and professionalism, and just about everything any contact I've ever had with any of the paramedics with Mercy Flights, and the care we get around here, it can't be taken for granted.
No, absolutely not. Nope. These are people that are highly trained. They're very passionate about working for Mercy Flights, and they're very passionate about the community. They really care.
And this is something that, with their 2-year degree, this is a living wage job, and you have over 100 employed at Mercy Flights. Yeah,
a paramedic, coming out of school, a 2-year degree, fresh, no experience. They're getting about $48,000 a year to start. And that's why things are so expensive too. People don't realize really what it takes to run EMS. I mean, you're talking about 365 days a year, 24/7. So essentially, these people are all sitting around in assets 24/7, waiting for people's emergency. And so really, the cost for emergency medical services, it's being ready. The cost of readiness, 24/7.
Yeah, it is, and it was great to tour the facility. And it's out there on 2020 Milligan Way. You can give Doug Stewart or anyone there at Mercy Flights a call. Phone number 541-858-2600. And if you have membership inquiries, get a hold of Deb Holden, their membership specialist out there, especially as a group for a business. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Deb's direct line, 541-858-2622. And, of course, check out their website, mercyflights.com. Doug, thanks so much for coming in this morning. It's great to see you, and
bet.
Great to see the operation out there, and thanks so much for everything you guys are doing out there. It's just fantastic.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be back. We've got more in the Sunrise Show as it goes. Boy, that's, when you look at the professionalism of Mercy Flights and what they do, it's outrageous. It's outrageously cool, and I'm so glad to be in a community where we have it. So, Doug, thanks again.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. It's going to be about 95 degrees today. Get ready for that if the smoke doesn't keep us cool down. And for anyone that's got breathing issues, well, be careful there. We'll see how that goes. More on the Sunrise Show. We return. Sports is up 4 minutes away after these messages.